Welcome to Creating with Jovi and to Out with a Bang 26. This is my second official video for this collaboration. I wanted to let you know that this is quite a big project and I did 2 process videos. So if you want to see this altered book journal come together, please check out those videos. Today's video is going to showcase the entire flip through of this altered book journal, but I'll just show you the outside real quick. This is the front cover. I added this little sunflower and you can see this has a little dangle, and this is a vintage book, and it is the story of A Midsummer Night's Dream written by Shakespeare. So we're going to flip through this today. I hope that you will enjoy it. Here's our beautiful altered book journal. This is the spine. I'm not going to do anything to change this. I think it's beautiful just the way it is. I did add this sunflower on the front simply because that's the theme of the printable kit that I'm using inside. I wanted to let you know that I have created 3 videos in total, including this one. So there are 2 process videos while we worked on this journal. So this is the opening page. There are no pockets on this page. This is just a nice place to perhaps write "This journal belongs to," or write anything you want. There is writing space over here. And if you had a very dark pen, you could write over here. Although, that being said, I did add some stickles to the flowers. But this is clean right here. You could write there no problem at all. This says dream. Thoughts passing through the mind during sleep. In case you didn't watch any of the process, this is a vintage music book cover and probably about 100 years old. There's a lot of authentic vintage ephemera in here. So here we have our first pocket. This is the back cover of this music book, and we created a pocket using a page from this actual book here, and then obviously the printable kit along with this tag that we created. I inked almost everything. I'm not an over inker, but in this altered book journal I did do a lot of inking just because this has a vintage vibe to it. Well, there's a lot of authentic vintage in it, and also because the prompt I was using for the collaboration was earth tones. So here we have an authentic piece of paper mixed with the printable kit and this vintage authentic photo. And what I love about this is that this lady is wearing a dress with sunflowers on it. And then we have a piece. This is almost 100 years old too. Let's see. This is either 1936 or 1943, something like that. I can't remember, but that is an authentic piece of register paper. And this is a postcard. Over here is the front of, like the front page of the book, and we have 2 little tickets and this little card. And this is about, says Wildflowers of 48, number 43. So that makes me wonder if this was created in 1948. How cute is that? And it has all the details about this particular flower on it. I think that's so cute. What a wonderful little card, and it fits beautifully in this little pocket here. Oh, and this says reflection, contemplation, a thoughtful idea to think about. This is just a nice, beautiful, clean writing space here. And over here we have a photo and a frame, and this pops up. And then we have this sunflower, which also pops up. Then we have this vintage handwritten letter that I tore and put in here. I really had fun during the process of creating this. And it was just, I have to tell you, it was a really great project. So here we have a piece of the book underneath the printable. And then we have a book page here because it has this picture of this fairy on it, and this one too. And so I just thought I'd pop that in there. That could be altered in some way. And then we have a bingo card. I backed the tags with the book pages. This is just a pretty page. There's no pockets or anything, but I used an authentic vintage photo and I did some layering. You can see that there are 1, 2, 3 pieces of paper torn and inked over top of the photo, and then these flowers are layered inside. And then I added this as an additional layer, and this was a vintage piece of scrap paper from somebody's stash, and it says space lot number 3, block AA, purchased by N.W. Musgrave, dated 2/4/1904, Goldsboro, North Carolina. I would assume that this might have been a piece of property that the lady purchased or was thinking about purchasing. I got a lot of papers from this one particular person, and I think that was maybe a note of something she was thinking about purchasing. This is letterhead, and I cut it in half, added it to the book page, and added some cut-aparts from the kit. Here we have a paper flip. It just flips up, and you can cover this and write on it, or just write around it, or draw a picture, or add a photo. You know, flexibility, right? I just thought it was really pretty and something nice to do. And then over here is a piece of art from the actual book, so I left it in, as well as this. This is Hermia. This is Helena. And here is a little part of the story here. And then I just thought this was really pretty, so I left it in the book. So these are all regular pages. This I love so much. I wish you could feel it. This is handmade paper. I did not make it. I purchased it. I have made handmade paper, and it was great, and I can't wait to do it again. But I purchased this, and what I love about this is you can actually see the writing of the book page underneath, and it just adds an extra layer of interest. And then these are from the Printable. Here we have a page, very simply done, and I just added scrap from that handmade paper here. I didn't want to cover the drawing. You could color that in if you wanted to. I simply put a small pocket down here, and I added this piece from the kit, but then I added this authentic, I think this is a train boarding pass, and it says where the person is going, and it has the route number, and it's just so cool. And over here is a stamp of like a clock, so it must be the time when the train leaves the station or arrives or something like that. And I hate to give up my authentic ephemera, but I know that's why I have it, and so I am doing that. Here is a piece of a vintage letter, and I just added this from the Printable here over this picture. Here are 2 more illustrations from the book, and another. And over here, here's another, and then there's so much space on this page to draw or do whatever you wanted. So I added a letter from April 24th, 1985, and I glued it here. There was a fold mark there, so I glued it where the fold mark is. And then when you flip this over, here's the rest of the letter. And then this opens up like this, and then there's a handwritten letter on this side. And this young lady is sharing that she got accepted to an art school or something like that on the back of the letter. So I thought that was nice, so I left this alone, and that can be altered in any way you'd like. Over here is a nice pocket, and we have some ephemera from the Printable, and also this is like a scrap piece of paper from the same lot from some of the ephemera from before, and there's a paperclip mark on it that had rusted, so I thought that was kind of cool. And then we have over here a tag that I created. And then here we have another tag. And we flip this over, and then we have a vintage photo. And I was going to back this onto something, but it's so great on the other side because it's actually a vintage postcard. And the name of the gentleman is Raphael Jarmillo. This is Henry's friend. And I didn't want to cover that up. I thought that was kind of neat. Here we have an illustration from the book. Over here as well, I just added a little bit of that paper scrap, and then from the Printable. Here too, just some light embellishing. I liked this the way it was, and I liked the way that it looked across from this, so I left it alone. And this is an authentic book cover, a book about Denmark, and it's been dyed, but you can see the writing there. And there's more information down here about the publisher. And then when you open it up, it's just nice and plain. If this could be written on, you could add paper to it and write on it. You could use a gel pen. This is my eco-dyed paper right here. And I attached it actually with glue, but then I added this washi so that it looks like it's attached only with washi. There are 2 pages, so you can flip it up. And then here's the book page. This is another tunnel page here, and I used an authentic vintage photo, and I created this in such a way that I could tuck little pieces of ephemera inside, and here's a little ticket here and a little ticket here. I used some of the handmade paper scrap and some fabric here. This is a nice pocket. It's like a collage layered pocket that I created, and I used some of that vintage register paper and then a vintage letter dated August 8th, 1963. Another illustration from the book here as well, and here. And I just figured I'd leave these alone. Here we have another page with another vintage letter. This one's dated August 6, 1963, along with a vintage photo. And this lady is wearing a pretty dress. And the vintage photo of the ladies and the gentlemen are from my friend Rosemary of Rosemary U Rock Art. I layered some fabric here. And this was a die cut, or I guess a sticker actually, a small tag. And then a vintage playing card that has sunflowers on it. This I really enjoyed creating. Pretty page, quite simple, but just really pretty because of that. I layered a doily here, and you'll see the doily on the other side. And then there's a nice big pocket up here, and we have a nice big tag. There's enough room that you could stuff this with another tag or piece of paper if you wanted to. Here's the other side. There's fabric here, and then this cut apart from the kit, and then you can see the beautiful doily going across like this. This is an illustration from the book. This page I added a little bit of stickles to because the writing down here talks about glimmering light, and so I wanted to add a little bit of that. Over here on this page, we've got another vintage piece of paper here that I layered onto with some mixed media paper that I created, and then layered that with a piece from the Printable. And here we have 2 tags from the Printable kit. When we flip this page, we glued these 2 together, and so we have a piece of my what do we call this? Eco-dyed paper. And so you'll see it's got some leaves on it and some leaf patterns, and the texture of this is really neat. It's so super soft. I think this is so pretty, and purple and lavender and pink and just super pretty. And this says dream, images of ideas in the mind to imagine. Oh man, I love the brightness of this page, and this is gel print that I created. I inked around the edges, attached it of course, added a pocket here with 2 tags, and just added a sunflower sticker up here. On this page I have a seed packet up here. Well, you know, it's from the Printable. And then I just did a little embellishing here. And then this says faith, firm belief, unwavering trust in honesty. And then here we have 2 pieces from the kit. Over here we've got an illustration from the book, and this is a big tree. Then we have this gentleman and this lady, and then this fairy. And then this is an authentic letter. I wanted to add something underneath the tree, and I thought that was interesting, kind of looked like the sky. And then I used the other half of my mixed media sort of watercolor paper, and this says hope, the desire of good to cherish. And then a piece from the Printable. This is the last page of this altered book junk journal, and it's just really pretty. And I love, this is authentic vintage paper under here that I had dyed with Rit dye, and then I added a piece from the Printable kit over top, and it just came together so beautifully, I feel like. And then this is the back cover, and then we are back to the spine, a midsummer night's dream, and here we are at the front. So I hope you like it, my friends. I enjoyed this process so much. I cannot even tell you how much I enjoyed it. And I enjoyed being part of this collaboration. It's my second year and I love it. And I appreciate the opportunity. And please check out our hosts and the collaborators every day of the month of August. Thanks for watching. See you soon.